Governor, polls show you falling behind Trump. Any thoughts on that?
Guys,
I'm not a candidate, so we'll see if and when that changes.
We just learned a few moments ago that Disney is now suing the Florida governor for alleging political effort to hurt their business. We've all been watching this back and forth for quite some time. This is obviously dramatically escalating the feud between Disney and Ron DeSantis. They're alleging that the Republican governor has waged a, quote, relentless campaign to weaponize government power over the company. What is your reaction to that, as we still have yet to see him jump officially into the race?
So unless you've been living under a rock or just have no real genuine interest in politics, Ron DeSantis has been unsuccessfully waging a war against Disney for quite some time now. And it all started when the former CEO of Disney had the nerve to question Ron DeSantis' initiatives with the Don't Say Gay bill. You know, he came out and said, we're going to do what we can to help combat this because this isn't what Disney stands for. And then after that, Ron DeSantis basically has just been in this petty personal dispute with Disney, trying to one-up them, because how dare Disney go after the government? Even though conservatives are all for small government. And unironically or ironically, many Republicans are coming out against DeSantis' war against Disney. One, because it's not working, and two, because it's just flat out stupid. Disney's the largest employer in the entire state, one of the largest tourist attractions in the country, and you're talking about building a prison next to it. All because, well, basically your ego was hurt a little bit. And that's really all that's going on. It's really not more complicated than that. One of the things that I find most hilarious about all of this, right? You got Nikki Haley coming out inviting Disney World to come to South Carolina, bring those billions of dollars, bring those thousands of jobs, hundreds of thousands of jobs.
You know, as governor, I took a double-digit unemployment state and I turned it into an economic powerhouse. Businesses were my partners because if you take care of your businesses, you take care of your economy takes care of the people, and everyone wins. And so that's the way we dealt with it. South Carolina was a very anti-woke state. It still is. And if Disney would like to move their hundreds of thousands of jobs to South Carolina and bring the billions of dollars with them, I'll let them know. I'll be happy to meet them in South Carolina and introduce them to the governor and the legislature that would welcome it.
And you see people even like Larry Kudlow, Chris Christie, a lot of Republicans coming out of the woodworks, basically going after DeSantis in his failed campaign against Disney.
I don't think Ron DeSantis is a conservative based on his actions towards Disney. I mean, where are we headed here now? That if you express disagreement in this country, the government is allowed to punish you? To me, that's what I always thought liberals did.
Yet they won't do this for Donald Trump. They won't do this about his 2 impeachments, his indictment. They won't do it about any of the scams, any of the bankruptcies, or any of the failed promises. They won't do it for any of that because Donald Trump still rules the party, which just goes to show how weak all of these people are. But Nikki Haley inviting Disney World to South Carolina is actually rather hilarious because everybody's dogpiling on Ron DeSantis and he hasn't even entered the presidential race yet. Can you imagine if Disney World actually put into motion plans to go to another state? That would be like one of the biggest L's that any public official, especially an executive public official in the governor's seat, could have taken. If the largest state employer goes somewhere else, that would just be the biggest loss. Now, that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know if that would happen because it would really take a lot of resources to do that. To have to build a new location, to have to move all of those jobs, to have to furlough people, pay them severance, you know what I'm saying? All the new contracts, that would be an endeavor that would take years. But at the end of the day, it's not a bad idea for Nikki Haley to be offering them a new place, because that'll help her get a lot of campaign donations. That'll help her and other people in the state not only strengthen their political ties with corporations, but also, it would just bring more jobs to the state. It would increase the economic activity within the state. But Ron DeSantis' war with Disney is really making him look bad. And like I said before, the veneer of the strong man is really slipping from his shoulders.